Hi there, Lloyd Machedo speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo in Think Personal Branding. Today the date is 11th November 2017. Time right now is 4:42 in the evening. Yeah. All right. Today I'm just going to give you a few ramblings as to what has been happening since the past month. I think it has been nearly a month since I put up the video, especially when there was this unplanned visit to my wife's house. So 3 weeks. I normally like to put videos every week, but this time it has been a month. So what I'm going to speak to you about is my weight loss, journey to my wife's house, Quora, the ban of the Sinless Bloke, then celebrating 1 year in Koh Samui, planning out the next year, creating of a WhatsApp group, watching Thor Ragnarok, and the new horror series. So yeah, so these are the things which I'm going to speak to you about. And first and foremost, to give you a shocking update, I'm an Apple fanboy, so I'm going to speak about all these topics. So first and foremost, I'm going to tell you I'm a hardcore Apple fanboy. I love Apple products, not so hardcore that I would be sitting and glued to the television just to watch the conference, but I have all the products which are Apple based: iPod, iPhone, iMac, MacBook Pro, everything. Okay, so this is my loyal the Apple phone. And lately they had this glitch where you could turn the phone this way and it turns automatically now. Yeah, it turns automatically. But a few days ago this was not turning automatically. The new update was a disaster. I kind of hated it. And ever since I've found out that the Apple X has come out and they don't have this earphones and they have all these dongles that you have to connect, and I've really lost the faith that I had in Apple as a company, as a brand, and ever since Steve Jobs is gone, it's gone down. So I will be shifting from Apple and I'll be going for Samsung. And to give you a surprise update, this is my iPhone. This is my Note. Hey, Note 8. I finally got it. Haha. Well, and it comes with a nice little stencil. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can see stencil. It comes with a stencil. So it can actually detect the stencil. See, all fancy stuff. Anyway, I have not tried it. I'm going to try it, and obviously I'll be sharing my thoughts from switching over iPhone 6s, which I didn't upgrade to 7 or 8 because I hated that without the wire. So this is the Samsung, the latest. Spend around 40,000 baht, which is roughly, I'll tell you, baht to dollars with all the accessories. Baht to USD. Okay, baht to USD. I spend close to 40,000. So it's 1,207 US dollars with all the accessories, everything else. So yeah. So first things first. From iPhone, I've moved to Samsung Note 8. So I'm pretty happy about it. Excited. Let's see what happens. Many people are saying Samsung Note 8 is better, but then again, we'll see. Now, that's number one. Number two, let's move on to the weight loss. Weight loss, let me just write this point before I forget. Samsung, switch over to Samsung. Okay. In terms of my weight loss, I just wrote it down. I was 108 kgs before my bariatric surgery. That is, make my stomach small, connected to the intestine, all that stuff you can see in the previous videos. And today, from 108 kgs, I'm 89.4 kgs. So in 52 days, I have lost 18 kgs without any exercise, nothing. It's just that I cannot eat. I really cannot eat. It's really hard. It's really hard, I'll tell you. It's more like the memories of the food is still there. Many times I do get hungry. But even if I want to eat, I cannot eat more than a few spoons. And if I eat something that's not good for my body, I feel the severe pain in my stomach. And the mistake that I did once was I just had food and I just had a Lipton iced tea, which I like, chilled, or Red Bull. As I drank and I ate it, I could literally feel it going down fast. I literally felt it. And before I knew it, I was like in pain. I was feeling like vomiting. I was feeling dizzy. I was feeling uncomfortable. I couldn't breathe. It's the dumping syndrome, and it's horrible. So whenever I have any food, I just have 2 or 3 bites, and then I realize I can't eat this. So it's really a challenge for me. And most of the foods that I can eat is now chicken and fish, which is not very, which is like boiled really well with soup. I can't have much. I can have soups, noodles, mami noodles, very sparingly. I can have, salads, which is okay. Cannot have prawns. I can have pork mince, mutton, not so much. Indian bread and all, no, not so much. It's not so comfortable. So, and even sweets, I'm not so fond of sweets now. The chocolate doesn't taste like chocolate. The sweet yogurt doesn't taste as much as it used to. I feel it's a bit too sweet. So it's crunchy stuff, chips and all that I can eat. But then it's pretty hard, and that's why I'm predominantly losing weight. You can see my face has shrunk. I'm going to incorporate exercise from within next week or so. I need to develop a systematic, consistent exercise schedule. So that's another challenge that I do have. Okay, and weight loss, anything else? Yeah, I'm taking my vitamins and minerals pretty dedicatedly because I don't want anything less in my system. So exercise, I might start a little bit of push-ups, bicep curls, squats, walking, and slowly move to running, jogging. That's what I want to do, and that's what my goal is. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so that's weight loss. Then also for those of you know, I had gone to visit my wife, her family, that is in Ubon. It's like a whole 16 hours or 12 hours flight. No, you go by car, then you go by bus, then you go by boat, then you go by bus again, then you go by airport to airport. Then from there you go airport to airport and then car and you reach the place. So I went there. I was looking into options of shifting to Ubon, which is a new place, taking up residency there, spoke to the lawyers, checked the house, but it didn't work out because, there are too many legal aspects and too many things to do. Ended up spending a big deal of money. I think I spent around, just to give you a rough figure, I ended up spending at around $4,000 and all just for the trip. Was a loss, but then again, money gone is money gone. So it's stupid. It's not easy to earn $4,000 just like that, I'm pretty upset about it. But anyway, gone is gone. Okay, so, but what kind of really cheesed me off was the fact that I couldn't work properly for 3 weeks. My work suffered. I love doing my work. I did bring a couple of good books, which I'll share with you. I don't know where I get those books. Oh, okay. The books are here. 1 second. Let me just give it to you. The books that I bought. Okay. These are the books that I bought. Just to share with you. One is Eric Rice, The Startup Way. Eric Rice, The Startup Way. This is a book that I bought. I bought another book that is The Asshole Survival Guide by Robert Tutton. I don't know if that's a good book. Then I bought Jordan Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street. That's another book. I love reading about this guy. I don't know how the book will be. This one is Satya Nadella. I just bought this book. Let's say he is obviously the CEO of Microsoft. Then I bought this Side Hustle, How to Make Money Without Quitting Your Day Job. Chris Guillebeau. I hope I got that name right. Not very impressed with the book. Finished nearly 50%, but I'll give you the book review later. And then I bought this Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss and Tal Raz. He is a guy from the FBI. So I purchased these books. Did I buy any other books? Yeah, these are the books that I purchased. Not very, let's see. Let me keep an open mind and read it and then tell you more about it. Did I purchase any more books? No, these are the books that I purchased. Okay. Then, so that was the visit to my wife's house. Now, in terms of Quora, I have been consistent in terms of putting up posts. The only thing that keeps bugging me is people keep asking me the same old questions over and over again. What would you advise me to an 18-year-old? What would you advise me to a 23-year-old, or a 19-year-old, 25-year-old, 35-year-old, 40-year-old? Then questions on entrepreneurship, questions on success. It's the same goddamn thing over and over again. So now what I'm doing is I am, choosing not to answer many of these questions because it's the same thing over and over again. I mean, how many times can I keep saying, go get yourself a mentor, go get yourself, have practical experience. You get even 14-year-olds asking, how can I be an entrepreneur? How can I be a mentor? And then you get these stupid questions like, how can I be rich without investing anything? So, I don't know. I just find this whole thing stupid. Okay. Anyway, so that's with regards to Quora. I managed to touch, as of now, if I look at Quora right now, let's say I'm back to my basic views. I have 9.7 million views a month, 33.5 million views in total, which I don't know. I don't know whether I should take those views numbers seriously, but yeah, it feels good if it's good. I have 44,238 followers. I've answered 3,412 questions. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the only other change that I did is I created 2 blogs before I had 1 blog. This was before Loy Machedo Uncut and Uncensored. I changed that name. Now I put Loy Machedo Info for questions people keep asking me. I need to update that. And Loy Machedo Uncut and Uncensored. Yeah. Then, yeah, the only other shocking thing in Quora that happened was this guy, Sinless Bloke, got booted out for plagiarism. Well, at least that's where it stands. And then before I know it, he created the YouTube account, which apparently, I don't know, he has, if I just check, he has 4 or 5 videos, I think so. And the reason why I'm bringing this up about Mr. Sinless Bloke or Sinegg or whatever his name is, I can't even remember his name. Okay, yeah. Sinless Bloke. Okay, so he has. The reason I'm bringing up this topic is because people keep asking me about him. I don't know why they're asking me. He's not my friend. So as of now, I see that he has 5 videos. The highest one was Controversy 1, which he has 41,890 views. Then he has 22,000. Then he has 9,000. Then he has 4,000, and now he has 4,000. So his popularity is kind of decreasing, or I don't know, his views seem to be decreasing. He was most popular on Quora. Now, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be doing pretty well on YouTube. So, I was sent a couple of his videos to review. I didn't see any reason why I should review it publicly, apart from that one article that I put on my website. So overall, he had to make the transition from Quora to YouTube, and his highest views was the first video, 44,000 went to half, 22,000 went to half, 9,000 went to half, 4,000, and now that's where it's heading at. So, well, let's see how does he fare. But one thing is, it's very challenging to put up YouTube videos. It's not that easy, and you need to really drive home content. You need to have it second nature to you. If you don't have, if you don't have that kind of passion, if that kind of content, people will get bored of you pretty easy. I've been doing it. I've just touched 1 million views after so many years overall, and I know how challenging it is. Editing, putting it up, uploading, making sure everything is right. And yes, you did ask me this question as to why did I delete his video. The thing is, YouTube sent me an email stating that your video most probably will be looking into divulging private information of somebody else. And I spoke to my guy who works in Google, and he said, listen, that even if you can get away with that, it doesn't look very good for your channel. So just take out that video. So, okay, fine. And just so that you know, because I'm very clear, I did have his dad get in touch with me and speak to me from India, asking me to remove his videos and articles. But I told him I didn't speak anything bad about your son. But I did give him an offer. I told him, if you pay me $500, I can take out the video and the article, not as blackmail, but more as I put the effort. I put the effort for the article and the video. I'm getting views, I'm getting likes, I'm getting engagement. If you can pay me $500, fine, I'll take it off. Obviously, he must have not liked my offer, and then obviously someone of his supporters must have complained or whatever. I didn't get any strikes, notifications, nothing. I just got this email that says supposedly, but then I thought, what the hell, just take it out. So anyway, wish him all the best. Nothing against him. his audience is mostly children, especially from India. India, majority of them are from India. So that audience is not my audience. I mean, the children who like his style. I was asked to see 2 videos of his or 3 videos of his. That kind of humor, like, see, my humor, my content, not many people like. So his kind of humor, it's not my kind of thing. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. I will be celebrating 1 year staying in Koh Samui. That is in November. It's actually, if I calculate how long I know Koh Samui, that is 1.5 years. But I'm actually celebrating 1 year in Koh Samui, and there's been a lot of ups and downs. I will go into detail about it later on. But if I were to just summarize, I just wrote down a few points. October, I left UAE to come to Thailand, and I thought it's done. But then November, I had to come back because of an idiot who was on this island who gave me the wrong advice. I had to redo the documents and go back to Dubai. And then December, once again, I came down to Thailand. January is where I started settling down. I launched Think Personal Branding and the online university. Unfortunately, I realized it was not working out. February, I rebranded whoisloymachedo.com. That was a success. March, I went back to Think Personal Branding and phase 2. And also, I met the girl of my dreams, I so thought, and she tattooed her name. But within a month, she ran away with all my money, and I was heartbroken for a month, which surprised me, actually, because I've been with so many women, and I still love this girl. I thought we got married, but it didn't work out. So April, I realized Think Personal Branding had failed, online university has failed, my marriage has failed, I had to restart all over again. And then that is where I started experimenting with Facebook Live. May, I started experimenting with other girls. I think I had 6 relationships in 1 month. June, finally, I met the girl who I'm married to now. We met, and in 3 seconds, I proposed to her. Was supposed to get married to another girl, but I got married to her instead. It's funny, I know. I'll tell you all about it. And then that was where my friend introduced me to Quora for the first time, and that's where I started, focusing on Quora. July, I focused only on Quora to rebrand myself there, and numbers started to show. August, I had health challenges where I found out that something is not right. And the good news was partnership with the guy from Google. September, I had my bariatric surgery, which I also got banned from Quora for a week. That was my first one. October, road to recovery. I tried a new business. It failed. And right now, well, Think Personal Branding is finally launched. Who is Loy Machedo is a success. Loy Machedo is going to be launched. It's a delay for 3 months. Loy Machedo, my new website. And there are new business plans coming up. So that's in terms of my 1 year. Now, apart from that, the only strategy that I made new is I'm moving away from Instagram. I've not very interested in Snapchat. I told you, moving to Samsung Galaxy. I've also created a new WhatsApp group where I have 5 new WhatsApp groups, yeah, which are kind of active. People from Quora want to be added up there, and they come with a lot of excitement. Then 50% leave, but I get a few good ones who are there, so that's kind of nice. Then I went to watch Thor Ragnarok, absolutely a fiasco, horrible, terrible movie. I didn't like it one bit. I just thought it was to stop, go, too many things. I mean, there are too many things. Starting is Thor is battling this, lava god, and they're trying to make it funny. Then he wants to come back to Asgard, and there's a new guy there. Nobody knows what happened to him. And then after he comes down there's too much of comedy where you begin to feel like, I think they're trying to make it slapstick. And then he goes and meets his father, Odin, who he acts so ridiculously funny. And then he says, oh, that's my brother. Brother's supposed to be dead. He's reincarnated, which doesn't make sense. And then all of a sudden they get transported to Earth, where they do all these gimmicks. And then the father dies, and suddenly the sister comes in. And then all of them go to Asgard. And in between, the female goes to the sister, the bad goddess of death, goes to Asgard. They both are kicked out and they land on this planet. Hulk is all of a sudden new personality. Bruce Banner is a funny guy. The whole thing was too much. There was too much of too many things, not connected smoothly. It's like, if you want a smooth movie, I would say it's like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Really smooth, mature flow. If you're talking of even, let's say, a story like the Avengers, every character was given its proper description, even though it was a bit too much with too many heroes, but still, Spider-Man was amazing. I would say Spider-Man was really amazing. Spider-Man Homecoming, that is. Then Civil Wars was really amazing, but this one was terrible. I feel they just focused too much into humor. They just wanted to make it funny for the sake of making it funny, and it lost its essence in the process. So for someone who's looking at funny, just funny for the sake of funny, and just quick cuts into what is next, you'd like Thor Ragnarok. For me, I found it absolutely terrible. Visually fine, graphics were there, but the whole thing is muddled up, and I cannot for the life of me understand why did the critics give it such a high rating. It's terrible. It's absolutely obnoxious. It's a horrible movie. I regret watching it. Apart from that, I did get a burnout. I had a massive creative burnout. I couldn't think clearly for 24 hours. I think 48 hours, yeah. So that was another big challenge for me. And also to share with you, I did watch, I'm going back to the old genres. So I was watching the Saw series. I'm watching all those movies. Just to get my creativity back, I'm watching lots of movies so that I feel creative once again. So yeah, overall, this is what has been happening. I made a lot of new friends online, thanks to Quora. A lot of people adding me up on Facebook. A lot of people on, YouTube. Yeah, so that's about it. Need to focus on making $1 million US. That's my goal. So let's see how far that goes. Apart from that, well, just thought I'll share all this with you. So, and don't forget, I have now the Samsung. I have the Samsung, and I also have the iPhone. Both of them. We'll see how does this go, and I'll give you my reviews. Any questions? Remember, any questions that you have for me, please send me loy@loymachedo.com, loy@loymachedo.com. If you want to donate to this channel, every coin, dollar helps because it kind of pays the bills. And also, I am trying to support 2 or 3 people in terms of charity. Don't want to make a big noise about it. So if you want to give great. And yeah, apart from that, I'll be putting a series of videos. This is the first one. So another 20 videos will be coming. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Live from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Got any questions, send it to me. I'll make a video. And if you want it to be private, let me know. If you want it to be public with a shout out to you, no problem. You want to send me money, PayPal, loy@loymachedo.com. Anything else? Yeah, and if you want to book my services, go to Think Personal Branding, and loymachedo.com will be rebranded very soon. Anyway, thank you very much. This is me saying goodbye for now. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. See you.